Hello, welcome to another Weird Walk. Thank you for joining me. Today I've come to the Dorset village of Abbotsbury, which is home to a 14th century church and also a 14th century chapel on a hill which is abandoned. So we'll go and have a look at that in a moment. Apparently it's British summertime, but well, let's see what today brings. The Church of St Nicholas dates to the 14th century and was largely rebuilt in the 15th century. The tower boasts 6 bells, which can be dated to the 16th century. Upon entering the church is an effigy of an abbot. The effigy was discovered in the old abbey ruins in the 17th century, but actually dates to the 12th century. The church itself has many interesting features. The Jacobean pulpit and tester are marked forever with 2 musket ball holes from a Civil War related skirmish which ended with shots being fired. The stained glass windows are beautifully illustrated with biblical scenes from the 15th century. The ornate ceiling is decorated with cherubs and angels and dates to 1638. Today the church is a peaceful place for modern day worship. So I'm in the churchyard of St Nicholas church and it's just so windy, but I found this nice sheltered area here. So from the churchyard you can see St Catherine's Chapel just up there on top of the hill, and that's where I'm going to try and head next. And here comes the sunshine, so let's go for it. It's a beautiful churchyard. Now I'm hoping I don't have to go through a field of cows, because cows can be really sassy, especially if they've got young. But those people are, they're braving it. Yikes. You're going to be nice to me, or are you going to be the last thing I see? Isn't that beautiful though? The village nestled in the valley there. And then over here you can see the sea. Gorgeous. St Catherine's Chapel was built in the 14th century by monks who lived and worked in the nearby abbey. They created the chapel as a place for pilgrimage, prayer, and deep reflection. The chapel was dedicated to St Catherine, who was the patron saint of spinsters and virgins. Catherine was made a martyr after the Romans became disgruntled with her protests against the persecution of Christians. The Romans sentenced her to be executed upon a wheel set with sword spikes, and this is where Catherine wheel fireworks get their name. After her execution, an angel is said to have broken the wheel and lifted her body and soul to the heights of Mount Sinai in Egypt. Places in memoriam of her tend to be upon hills in reflection of this angelic act. The chapel survived the dissolution of the monasteries because of its coastal location, which lent it to becoming a beacon for seafarers. In the 19th century, local women would make their own pilgrimage to the chapel to pray to St. Catherine in exchange for a husband. Fast forward to the modern day, and this special chapel is open to visitors and remains a sacred place to many. Here we are. If the gentleman that was singing in here sees this video, do say hi. You were fabulous. There's kind of turned into an altar here, lots of messages to loved ones who've passed. And here we have the poem for St. Catherine. Actually, no, it's a letter, I beg your pardon. A letter of gratitude. I did see the poem though. So the poem was part of the folklore that the young women of Abbotsbury would come up here and ask for a husband from St. Catherine for her blessing. And it's here. Apparently they knelt down somewhere, but I can't see exactly where that is. I'll have another look in a sec. So they knelt down in here and said, St. Catherine, a husband, St. Catherine, a good one, St. Catherine, but anyone's better than none, St. Catherine. I don't know if the mic will pick it up, but the wind is absolutely crashing in here. Goodness. Woo! It's going well. So this is part of the Abbey ruins, the Benedictine Abbey. It was 11th century, late 11th century Abbey, which was dissolved obviously by Henry VIII in the 1539, I think it said on the sign. 1500s anyway. But this is where the monks would have been based, and then off they went to St. Catherine's Chapel for their reflection and meditation away from the normalities of this abbey. Wow, look at the skies now. That's a bit different to when I was in the graveyard at the start here of this video. It's beautiful. So I thought this would be a great place to sign off. So thank you so much for joining me on this very windy walk today. I hope you've enjoyed having a look around Abbotsbury. If you're not subscribed to my page, please do consider doing so. And please like, share and comment if you feel the need. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again on the next Weird Walk.